Hello, Scorpio. It is Haley with Tarot from Beyond here to provide you with your December 2018 general reading. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. This is being recorded on November 26th, 2018. I know that these retrogrades have been very tough, but trust me, they are being done to make sure that we get our minds right in preparation for some really wonderful things, okay? And in order for us to even appreciate the wonderful things that God has in store for us, some things do have to come tumbling down that were not built on solid ground. So that when we rebuild for ourselves in this new journey coming up that we are going into, regardless if you go into this new journey with someone from your past or not, it's built on solid ground and not on straw and not on anything that's not durable, okay? And who better to understand that process than the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, okay? So with that being said, let's see what Spirit has to say. On Vimeo, what I will be doing is pulling the oracle cards that are associated with this reading, so that you know who the powers that be are that are behind the scenes that, in my opinion, you should pay homage to, who have been looking out for you this whole time to keep you and your psyche intact the entire time, okay? They've been working their butts off for you, believe me, all right? And that's what my Vimeos are for. They are the oracle readings in addition to any additional messages that Spirit wants to provide with whatever accompanies this reading here. I'm trying to work on getting my Vimeo set up, but once I do, I will add that link and I will make that announcement on a live the next time I do my lives, okay? So if you feel that you want an extension to this reading, or if you feel that you want a private reading, I want to let you know that I have 15 spots available from now until I do believe it's December 20th. 15 slots available, and that's me pushing it to the max because I do know that there are a lot more broken hearts out there, and the holidays don't stop hearts from being broken. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to make people whose hearts are broken, help them to see things from a different perspective so that they can be more at peace, okay? And so that they can have more clarity over the situation. I do tell the truth with regards to what the cards reveal because the truth will set you free. It's cliche, but it's true. First card is the Queen of Wands. You may be dealing with a fire sign of some sort. This is a woman who puts things into action, okay? She actively knows what she wants. She goes out there and she gets it, and she is in control of her emotions, and that's why she's wearing that yellow, and she's very modest as well. Oh, but honey, when she takes off that robe, talk about passion, baby. The next card represents rest. I feel as though some of you may have some fire in your chart, or some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. And if that's the case, I feel as though the situation is becoming a little bit too tiring for you. You understand what I'm saying? It's expending too much of your energy, all right? And a lot of you just want some rest from it. Yeah, clearly. Because there are lies involved with regards to this relationship. Comes with the short harvest. This person is not doing what they're supposed to be doing with regards to, the authority that they are displaying in whatever relationship that you may be in with this person. I feel like, here are two fire sign energies right here. And in between, we've got the relationship is just tired. It's built on lies, and it comes with a short harvest. And I feel as though, Spirit is telling me to let you know that some things need to be done so that you could put yourself in a more authoritative position so that you could go ahead and be the master of your own ship. You know what I'm saying? So that you could drive your car in the direction you want to take it in, instead of going in the direction of whomever you're with that is always, forcing you to go in their direction, speaking of driving your own car, this Eight of Wands represents speed, communication, or travel. A lot of air energy, a lot of fire energy, some air energy, and some earth energy. Here's more fire. A lot of you need to sacrifice, what you're working on or what it is that you think is really important right now, and get the rest that you need. It's kind of imperative at this point. Rest is very important. A lot of you guys are kind of working a little bit too hard. I see that a lot of you have chosen to be independent at this time and focus on making your own money. Focus on working on your own self-mastery, and that might be what you're working very hardly on it. And you're making the correct sacrifices, and you're working really hard, and you're working really quick at, being the best financially independent being that you can be. But Spirit wants you to know that tomorrow will take care of itself. Do what you can today, but tomorrow will take care of itself. Okay? This card is a card of choices, okay? And that was in alignment with this short harvest. A lot of you are being advised to move on from whatever situation this is in. Some of you are suspecting lies in your relationship. They're coming to the surface at this time. The Spirit is letting you know that you have the authority to be with who you want to be with and who you don't want to be with. You're never trapped in a situation. There's always something you could do to get away. Always. Always. See, a lot of us tell ourselves otherwise, but it's very important for you to know there's always a way to not feel trapped in a situation you don't want to be in, or that there's no wish fulfillment in. A Page of Pentacles is a messenger of coin, a messenger of, value. Someone who wants to give you something, a messenger of something valuable. That could mean a couple things. That could mean, for those of you who are independent, focusing on your own business or focusing on what will make you financially stable, you're going to get more news of information with regards to, finances. Or it could mean that, someone is coming to you with some type of offer. They don't want to come empty-handed when they come before you. And it looks like it's going to require some strength on whomever's behalf this is. You know what I'm saying? Because that came in alignment with sacrifice. It's like a sacrifice for this person to be strong enough and actually come to you and give you an offering of some sort. And they probably want to do it as fast as they possibly can before somebody else scoops you up. I have a feeling this person is somebody that you did already leave behind. And this person wants to hurry up and claim your heart before somebody else does, because they know they lied to you in a spiritual union. You went from being in a spiritual union to being independent because this person lied to you. There was no give and take in the relationship. That's why it came right on top of that Seven of Pentacles, which represents a short harvest. They know that in the relationship, they were the cause of the short harvest in the relationship. And then you gained clarity over exactly what was going on in the relationship, and you didn't like what you saw, and you moved on. You did move on. I see it right here. You moved on. Because everything came out. Everything became illuminated as to what this person was doing. Everything became illuminated as to what this person was doing. The sun represents illumination. When the sun is out, you can see everything. You saw everything about this person real quick. And when you saw that, you sacrificed the love that you had for this person. And it took strength for you to do that. Because you were like, you know what? Yeah, I love you. But you know what? I don't even know who you are, truth be told. So is that really love? Because if I don't even know who you are, then who am I loving? I mean, am I loving who you're pertaining to be? Am I loving the real you? I don't even know who the real you is. This is too much for me. I'm out. A lot of you guys were like, dude, I don't have time for this, Because this person was really sneaky, They were really sneaky in the relationship. Really sneaky. And you're independent, and it looks to me like the other person is sad because you chose to take that route. You chose to say, you know what, I don't want to be in a relationship of that caliber. This card represents secrets, and it also represents that you've been given a rite of passage into your high priestesshood. A lot of you have been working on your relationship with the divine, your spirit guides and angels, and it got you to the place where you are now, where you're no longer playing the fool anymore in any relationships. And all of the secrets in the relationships you are very much aware of. And now you have to make a decision on if you're going to like give this person another chance or not, as to what to do. But, I will tell you this. Spirit has definitely told me to reassure all of my subscribers that you don't need anybody for really anything. It doesn't mean take, a friend's help. It does not mean, not ask for help when you need it. But it definitely means that if you don't get the help, you definitely can make $1 out of 15 cents. So never tell yourself that you're unable to do something for yourself when you most certainly can. You could do whatever it is that you want to do, good or bad. Now here's this King of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on with this King of Pentacles. There's this King of Pentacles that feels left out in the cold and who is probably having some money issues as well. And this person, is also it looks to me maybe the culprit or the person. This earth sign may be the culprit who like to play, mind games with you in the relationship. They worked hard at playing mind games too. They really did. And I have a feeling that, they may have had some kind of awakening of some sort, and it makes them sad to realize that the person that was really down for them, actually, they hurt that person, and they're probably being hurt by the person that they thought was so much better than you, and then now they want to look in your direction, whereas they weren't looking in your direction when they had the opportunity to. You understand what I'm saying? And so now, here's this King of Wands. Let's see what that means. This King of Wands is over here looking at this hard worker, which is this King of Pentacles. And it looks like something could have happened in the workplace for this individual that you were once in a relationship with. That's what I'm feeling like. I feel like this player-like individual, Scorpio, I feel like it kind of all fell down on them. And I feel like they went from the King of Wands to the Page of Wands. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they went from the King of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. You understand? Here's what I'm noticing. I mean, look at this and look at this. Look at this. Why do I get the sense that there was some business partnership between these two individuals? Things went kind of sour and it affected them both negatively financially. That's what I'm digging. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like you put a stop to all the nonsense. You said, I really don't want to have anything to do with being the cleaner-upper or the fixer of whatever you got going on outside of me. I've taken myself out of the equation. I have made the decision for you with regards to who you want to be with, because you can't make decisions on your own, yada, yada, this and that. I feel like you let something that was toxic, that was not serving you, die so that something positive could take its place. And as you can see, the sun is right here already, and the sun is the highest form of happiness. Judgment. I feel like this person came under judgment, not just by you with regards to their actions in the relationship, but I feel as though they are coming under judgment in several areas of their life, not just with you. Because they were working with this one way too closely. Manipulation was the name of their game. And I'm telling you, this one came to kill and destroy. And I'm telling you, if you get to working with this one too closely, thinking that, bad behavior is going to produce good results, it may for a little while, but after a while, I promise you, you'll regret it. So I feel as though this person who you left behind, I feel like they're looking at you like you're their 10 of Pentacles. And when I see that, it kind of concerns me just a little bit. And I don't want to concern you too much either, because when you have ended a relationship with someone and this person is not taking it too well, it does have this sense of like obsession. I feel like somebody has like an obsession over you, especially when I see the devil and the 10 of Pentacles right next to each other. It's like this person's got their eye on you. They want to be chained to you because of what you have, because of what they feel like they're going to get out of being with you. But you already know that, because the High Priestess popped up in your spread, and that tells me that's your energy, baby. Scorpios are very intuitive. Here's another male energy. The King of Cups. So it looks like you're going to be having a lot of suitors. You know what I'm saying? In the month of December. And you're going to be looking out into the world like, I am independent right now, and I could just focus on my independence, and maybe I don't want to be in a relationship at all. Some of you are going to be in that place, and some of you are going to be like, wow, I have so many suitors, I really don't know what I want to do. But you certainly will be thinking about it, And here's this beautiful Empress, baby. And I feel like that's exactly who I'm speaking to. An Empress, a birth giver, someone who has a lot of wonderful ideas that they want to implement in the future. A lot of things that they want to give birth to, a lot of new, exciting things that they weren't able to put in place before. I feel like you're able to do it now that you don't have that toxic person in your life always holding you back, from really fulfilling your dreams and really becoming the epitome of what you were designed to be, which is a creator. That's what the sun represents as well, creativity. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of creative ideas that, you always had to defend yourself, whenever you would want to do something creative, you would always have to defend your reasons for doing so, or, defend, why it is that, you wanted to do this or why you wanted to do that. And if you got through school or if you ever completed anything, I feel like you always had to walk on eggshells and do everything according to this other person's schedule. You probably put this person through school, but when it came to you going to school or trying to do anything yourself, it was like this person certainly did not reciprocate that. It was like you were down to support them through everything, and they weren't there really very much to support you with much, and it confused you. It made you really confused as to like, I don't get it. Like, this person swears up and down that they love me, and they're playing this wonderful role of, being a wonderful person, but their actions say otherwise. And I feel like you wanted to walk away from this relationship for a long time. I feel like this situation has caused you a lot of anxiety because you just want it to be over with. You just want to move on. But I feel like, there's unfinished business, as there is with so many other people as well. This Mercury retrograde is all about communication and all about, talking about what happened with this Venus retrograde and what was discovered in it. And a lot of us are at a place where we're like, oh God, like, do we have to revisit this? Like, I've already made my decision with regards to what I want to do. I don't even want to hear about this anymore. And it's like driving you up the wall that you even have to consider that you have to talk to this person again about anything. Maybe you might have to talk to this person because you have children together and you guys split, and now you guys have to talk about, who gets to see the kids win and things of that nature. It's just takes time away from what it is that you're trying to do for yourself once and for all. It's like even when the person's not around, it still feels like they're still around. You know what I mean? And it's like, God, when will this end? I also feel like this person is being really aggressive, and angry at the fact that you don't want to be with them anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're just having a really hard time with the fact that you are off on your own. You've chosen to be independent. You're extremely creative, extremely beautiful. You're flourishing, you're growing, you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Like you're really coming into your own. And this person never knew how to do that from the beginning, and they don't know how to do it now. And they're angry and they're aggressive about it. They're being very aggressive, and they're probably putting salt on your name to whomever will listen. But promise me you won't care about that, because, honey, people who listen to gossip are the main ones who have nothing to do with their lives. I promise you. Looks like this devil energy, this person who was carrying all of this devil energy and all this, mind game playing type energy, and was making all kinds of sacrifices in their mind, so that they could get what they wanted. It looks like now they're getting little messages of what love really is. And that's probably why they want to come back into your direction. But they know that you walked away from them. They know you walked away. So I feel like they're confused as to like how to approach you. Here's another suitor, baby. King of Swords. I'm telling you guys, some of you Scorpios are going to have so many suitors, it's unbelievable. But I do feel like there's a completion with one of them, whether it be an earth sign, an air sign, a fire sign, or a water sign. I see all those signs on the table with regards to suitors and people who are going to be interested in you. And yes, this applies to both females and males. But given that I'm looking at these kingly energies, and I'm looking at the Empress, and I saw that 9 of Pentacles, I feel as though I am speaking to a woman. I feel like one of these relationships has been completed. Like you completed it. You said, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to be with you anymore. Because you've got your head in the clouds. You always got your options on the table, and you don't know how to be faithful. And I'm looking for somebody who's mature enough to know how to be faithful. So if you don't know how to be faithful, that's cool with me. Do you, and I'll do me. And when you did that, what you did was you ended a karmic cycle, which, like I always say, when you end a karmic cycle, you end it for the entire bloodline, because it's a very valuable lesson that you learned. You know what I'm saying? That you can pass on to your children. Once you learn how to love yourself to the highest level of love for self, you can teach your children the same, so that they don't have to fall into the same pitfalls that you did in order for you to learn the lesson. I sense that you have a very nurturing energy. I feel that you may have some earth in your chart, whomever I'm referring to and talking to. You may have some earth in your chart, or you may even be dealing with an earth sign, even though you're carrying the Queen of Pentacles energy. You're just too nurturing to be in a relationship with somebody who was so unnurturing and methodical and slow moving, and wanted to plant their pentacle in your fertile grounds to see what they could get out of you. But you walked away before they were able to really put the nail in the coffin with regards to having you exactly where they wanted you. That's why God stepped in. God stepped in to make sure that that didn't happen to you. And even though you went through some pain, it's funny that I say that, even though you went through some heartache and through some pain, trust me, it was that pain that got you to where you are now. It got you to this loving place where you are now. You love yourself first. It all starts with love for self first. And here is what you're looking at with regards to who you left behind, who you went ahead and completed this cycle of love with recently. I mean, look at the difference. Here's this Page of Cups, who's the person who thinks like a child. And here you are, the Queen of Cups. You think like an adult, even on your worst day. And so, because this person knows that you're not going to take them back, they don't know how to do anything except for revert back to their old patterns of theft and thievery. And I feel like they're going to try to come back into your life. I really do. I feel like you're going to hear from this person in December. And if they got to try to steal you back, they will. So I recommend that you keep any romantic relationships that you find yourself in. If you do happen to find the one, keep it on the under. You know what I'm saying? Don't like spread it out for the world to see, because this person, whoever this person is that you have left behind, I do not get a very good sense that they are emotionally stable enough to deal with the fact that they know that they lost a really good thing, which is you, baby. They feel betrayed by the fact that you left them, when the funny part is you left them likely for a very good reason. Yeah, I saw a few threes in here. Here's another three. Third party situations is likely the cause. And I feel like some of you are dealing with legalities behind it. But isn't it so interesting that justice popped up? You're going to get the justice that you deserve because this person was so sneaky and methodical throughout the entire relationship. I promise you that. So for those of you worrying about that, stop worrying about that, because when you worry about it, what you're telling the universe is that you don't trust the universe to take care of your matters, to make sure that what's fair for you is going to come to fruition. You're going to receive the justice that you deserve. The scales will be balanced. If you were the one giving and giving and giving and washing underwear and helping kids with homework and doing this and doing that and taking care of this and taking care of that and being the secretary and doing this and doing that, and the other person was, rubbing their feet together doing nothing, you got to a point where you were like, yo, off with that. I'm going to off with your head with that. Like, I'm cutting this relationship off. And once it's cut off, I mean, there is no gluing it back together. It's over. It's like it's done. You ended a new relationship and you're going to have a lot more options, And here this Queen of Swords is facing this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like, the person that whoever it is that you left was having a third party situation with, I feel like that person had children. I feel like that person was actually married as well. Yeah. And I feel like that person's also going to get the justice they deserve as well for going ahead and, letting their shadow side take over and not their lighter side run the show. They went ahead and let their ego run the show and went ahead and gave in to their fleshly desires, with somebody else's partner at the time. And I do believe that this happened at work. See how this person is working? Right? Right. Yeah. I feel like something was going on at work between you and between your ex and whomever your ex was having a third party situation with. Yeah. And they would go out of town, you know what I'm saying? If you are somebody who has a partner that would go out of town for work or stay later at work than normal and stuff like that, that's exactly what they were doing when they had to stay at work a little later and stuff like that. That was them bonding and having this love connection ass relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like it bit them both in their ass at the end of the day. That's what I feel like happened. You know what I'm saying? They were lovers. They were lovers. And I think that a lot of you Scorpio were like, okay, cool. I think it's justified to let you guys be together. I think you guys deserve each other. You're both on the same low vibration. So get married. Have kids. You have my blessing. Because I know that I'm blessed. And I know that I'm going to have my own 11/11 moment too. So if you guys run off into the sunset, I wish I could be there to throw rice at your wedding. You have my blessing. Yeah, this is somebody from your past who did this. A lot of you have been hearing about this forever and ever and ever. A lot of you may have been dealing with a Virgo. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Virgo, but definitely the Capricorn card, popped up. Here's now the Virgo card, and all of this earth energy is just like staring me deep in my face with this Scorpio reading. So I feel like a lot of you are dealing with an earth sign. This lantern is being shown on this, person from your past. You understand what I'm saying? Who is full of ego and let their ego go ahead and take over the lighter part of themselves. They were not interested in any light work or doing what they were designed to do. It was all about money. It was all about image. It was all about what they thought was cool and what they thought was okay. And they didn't care who they hurt to get what it is that they wanted. And you got to a point where you were like, you know what? I don't want to be involved with what you're doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and eliminate myself from the equation. Go ahead and do what you're doing. It's fine with me. And because you got to that point, even though it did hurt that somebody betrayed you yet once again, while you sat there and tried to display kindness, probably to somebody who you knew was displaying behavior that, you know, showed you that they don't even deserve your kindness, but you're being kind to them anyway, because you long suffered with this person, you know, the heavens are now giving you praise for your behavior. They're praising you for your behavior and for the work that you put in. For the work that you put in. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get a lot of suitors. I'm telling you, come December, you guys are going to be inundated, Scorpio. Oh my God. And I hope that you guys are responsible with all of these suitors coming your way. Right now, I feel like you guys need to focus on the healing aspect of yourself and balancing yourself out. Getting your subconscious and your conscious to work together perfectly, and make sure that everything is in alignment so that you're centered properly and so that you're balanced out, and so that the choices that you make are always justified to yourself and that you always give yourself some justice. This is a messenger of information, okay? And I feel like you guys are getting messages of information from the cosmos all the time. And for those of you who feel like you don't, I recommend you guys check out my service of learning numerology, okay? Because that's how your angels talk to you all the time. So given that we're running out of time, we're going to end with this card, baby. When you talk to the stars, you begin to look like a star. So just know that. Namaste.